Good. Okay. Good morning. It's time to call to order the October 28, 2021 meeting of the Oklahoma City Airport Trust. Our first order of business is to approve minutes of the September 23rd, 2021 Oklahoma City Airport Trust meeting. Is there a motion and a second?
Trustee Humphreys, how do you vote?
Yes.
And the item passes. Our next order of business is the director's report.
Good morning, everyone. I have a couple of items for the director's report this morning. I wanted to pass along that Starbucks opened last week in our new terminal expansion and is such a great addition to our terminal and has been very, very well received by our passengers. So we're excited to have Starbucks a part of Will Rogers World Airport. I also want to remind everyone that American Airlines will begin new nonstop service to New York LaGuardia Airport on November 1st. This concludes the director's report this morning, Mr. Chairman. Thank you.
Thank you. Item 4 is the Will Rogers World Airport.
Under Will Rogers, item A is to receive recommendation regarding bids for the Hangar 8 chill water pump replacement project at Mike Maroney Aeronautical Center, award the contract to Hunter Mechanical in the amount of $229,500 and approve the contract and bonds. Item B, approve change order number 1 of the construction contract with Metropolitan AC Service for the Hangar 9 boiler replacement project at Mike Maroney Aeronautical Center for an increase of $1,577.73. Item C, approve change order number 4 of the construction contract with W.L. McNatt and Company for the aircraft laboratory waste disposal facility for an increase of $9,873.83 and 86 calendar days. Item D, approve change order number 6 to the construction contract with Timberlake Construction Company for the terminal building upper level deck repairs for an increase of $70,966.89. Item E is approved change order number 31 to the construction contract with Timberlake Construction Company for the terminal renovation and expansion project for an increase of $41,996.94. Mr. Chairman, I would request approval for all items under Will Rogers.
Okay. You heard the request for approval. Is there a motion and a second?
Trustee Humphreys, how do you vote?
Oh, yes.
And the item passes. Okay. Our next item is Wiley Post Airport.
Under Wiley Post, item A is adopt a resolution accepting the Wiley Post Airport Master Plan update, authorizing submittal to the FAA for final acceptance, and authorizing the Director of Airports to make final revisions to the plan as may be required by the FAA for final approval. Mr. Chairman, I request approval for the Wiley Post item.
Okay. Is there a motion and a second?
Trustee Humphreys, how do you vote?
Oh, yes.
And the item passes. Our next item is under General.
Under General, item A is to receive the delinquents accounts receivable report, construction project status report, and the budget tax report as of September 30th. Item B is to receive recommendation regarding bids open on September 29th for the annual roofing maintenance and repairs and award the contracts to Alva Roofing Company, Oklahoma Roofing and Sheet Metal, and Supreme Roofing Done Right for 1 year or a not to exceed amount of $300,000 each and approve the contracts and bonds. Item C is adopt a resolution for a revised commercial advertising policy effective January 1st, 2022 for all 3 airports. And item D is adopt a resolution for a promotional advertising policy effective January 1st, 2022 for all 3 airports. Mr. Chairman, I would request approval for all items under General.
Okay. You've heard the request for approval. Is there a motion and a second?
Trustee Humphreys, how do you vote?
Yes.
And the item passes. Our next item is lease and other agreements.
Under lease and other agreements, item A is approve an easement agreement for Oklahoma Gas and Electric Company to provide electric services for AZ Oklahoma City, OK, Landlord, LLC, at Will Rogers. Item B, approve amendment number 1 to the airline use and operations agreement with Delta Airlines to reflect the relocation of Delta's lease premises and to revise their rental rates from October 1st through June 30th, 2024 at Will Rogers. Item C, approve an easement agreement for Oklahoma Gas and Electric Company to provide electric services for an airport trust facility at Will Rogers. And item D is approve amendment number 2 to the contract with Artesian Group LLC for window cleaning to exercise the first of 3 one-year option periods, estimated amount of $69,680, beginning January 1st, 2022 through December 31st, 2022 at Will Rogers. Mr. Chairman, we request approval for all items under lease and other agreements.
All right, we've heard the request. Is there a motion and a second?
Trustee Humphries, how do you vote?
And the item passes. Our next item is resolution rectifying the action of the Director of Airports and approving the requisition dated October 28, 2021, and resolution approving requisitions dated October 28, 2021.
Would request approval for requisitions.
Okay. Is there a motion and a second?
Trustee Humphries, how do you vote?
Surprisingly, yes.
And the item passes. Next is we need to get a motion and a second to enter into executive session.
Trustee Humphries, how do you vote?
Yes.
We will enter executive session and return. We're back from executive sessions. Are there any comments from trustees?
The only thing that I've got is, I just wanted to, I know we've made the announcement and all of our new airports director, but we've accepted, or Jeff Mulder has accepted the offer to be our next airports director. And I just wanted to recognize the team and Scott's leadership in taking us through in the interim, but you know, really it's the strength of our team. One of the things Jeff was really excited about, Jeff comes from, he was in Tulsa for 11 years. He was at the Southwest Florida International Airport and has all this experience, has great experience, but he was very complimentary of Scott himself as well as the team and felt like he was coming into a great, you know, an airport that's going in a great direction, but has a strong team that's already here. And, you know, Mark stepped out, Scott stepped in, the team just carried on the way you have, and I really want to say thank you to the team and to Scott for his role in that and his continued significance of his role going forward as assistant director to help us with the airport moving forward. Excited to have Jeff coming in, but really grateful that we have the team that we do to continue the leadership that's been here already. So thanks to everyone. Excited for Jeff coming in.
Outstanding. Are there any comments from staff?
Yeah, I would like to just thank the trustees and city manager Craig Freeman and Aubrey McDermott at ACM as well for their support working with me through the time that I was in the interim. Looking forward to working with Mr. Mulder as well to just continue to trajectory our airports in a positive direction. So thank you all. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Scott. We appreciate you as well. Are there any citizens wishing to be heard? With that, we are adjourned.